No. Let's see if I can do this. Go a little further back. All right, that's better. I am live. Nobody's watching this, so it doesn't really matter. But what I'm doing right now is practicing for some stuff I want to do more frequently in the future. And since I had a bunch of stuff to do that's vape related and I'm going to be sitting here for a little while, I might as well do a live hangout. All right, so this is kind of like the dress rehearsal for tomorrow. I'm doing a vape workshop, like coil building. A gentleman asked me on my YouTube channel if I was local to him, would I show him how to build RDAs? And I said, sure, where you're at? He's in Oklahoma. So no, that's not very local, but I said, you know what? Distance means nothing these days. What's distance? How much can be done over the internet? So this is kind of cool. All right, but anyway, don't mind me, I'm babbling over here. Nobody's watching this anyway. I'm talking to myself. I'd be shocked if anybody jumps on here, but might as well. All right, so no viewers, good. While I entertain myself and rewick a bunch of RDAs. That's what I'm doing today. Do I work? Yes, I work. I'm self-employed. I have my own business. I'm a loan broker. Green Street Business Funding. I lend money to small businesses, and you know, so I set my own schedule, and I'm a very flexible boss. And it allows me to do the vaping stuff that I want to do, which is my real passion. Lending money to small businesses is a job. It's a profession, but it's not a passion. Vaping is a passion because it means something to me. All right, still no viewers, good. Figure out what all this other bullshit means. Q&A, yeah, sure. All right, disabled, no, I want that abled. Anybody happens to pop on, I don't know how anybody would pop on here, but if anybody does, feel free to ask me any questions while I'm doing this. I'm just a guy who is sitting around rewicking a bunch of RDAs and yeah, playing around with some new tools for myself. Google Effects, Control Room, Cameraman, what's that about? Downloading app, broadcast settings, show or hide participants in your broadcast with this button. As guests join, hide their audio and video from my broadcast, no. Broadcast to the large video that I see. Guest. All right. YouTube. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Know who you are on Google. I know who I am. Manage YouTube. No, okay. Accept. What the fuck? Figuring out this Google Hangout stuff. Oh yeah, that's me. All right. Start the on-air Hangout. I thought I already started that. Oh, I just joined my own Hangout as you were about to join a Hangout on air. Fuck, what the hell is going on? All right, yeah. I'm joining my own Hangout because I have two. It's very weird. I just joined my own Google Hangout. I have two Google Plus profiles for some reason. I don't know how I fucked up when I originally did that and created two of them. but one is a picture of a clapping coil, and one is a picture of my logo. And the one with the picture of my logo, that's the one I do everything in. That's the one linked to my YouTube channel. And the other one looks like it always tries to default to the other one. So I always end up doing bullshit in that one that doesn't link to anything. So great. So I started the Google Hangout in that profile, and then now I just went to my other profile and joined my own Hangout. Cancel this. Loading as quest for vape. Yes, yes, take me there. End the other call. This is so fucked up. I'm very confused. I think I'm live. I think I'm recording. I don't know what it's doing. Really? No, but it'd be a waste of fucking energy to do this all in the wrong account. Screen share, showcase, Q&A. Features disabled. Okay. Recommended app, draw. Nah, I don't need to draw. Invite people. I'm live. No. Wicking some RDAs. What am I vaping on? I'm vaping on Milkman from One Hit Wonder. This stuff is awesome. It's a strawberry and cream. Vaping in my Crown Tank. I should be having the rebuild deck for the Crown Tank very soon. They sent it out to me. I'll go rebuild. I'll vape on it, and I'll show you guys how that works. I've already tried the nickel coil for the Crown Tank. It works phenomenal. And they're sending me a bunch more of those too. In the meantime, I'm sitting here on a Monday morning. I don't have much scheduled right now today. I am self-employed. Yes, I do work. I'm my own boss. I have my own company, Green Street Business Funding. And I'm a very liberal boss. So I don't mind working my schedule around something I have a passion for, which is vaping, compared to something that I have an interest in, which is career. All right. Now, I get asked that, like, why am I always doing this vaping stuff and don't I work? Yes, I work, but my work isn't hourly. It's not an hourly wage thing. And that's for a reason. I used to be a corporate guy. I used to be a banker. I used to work for big companies, and I got burnt really badly after 2008 when the banks that I worked for went out of business through no fault of my own, but some bullshit in the industry and some bullshit in the economy, and I was out of a job. Oh, and I would sit on my porch and smoke a lot of cigarettes while I was looking for other gainful employment, and I bounced from one bank to the next to the next. And then I finally threw my hands up in the air and said, you know what, that profession is full of psychopaths. If they did it once, they could do it again. I don't want to be in it. So now I'm my own boss, and this is what I do. I'm a loan broker. If you're a business that needs money, I can get it for you. If you have a snowball's chance of repaying it, I can get it for you. The only question is, are you qualified and how much can it cost you? So that's what I do for a living when I'm not out at vape shops and vaping. And that's what I really enjoy. Getting people off cigarettes, vaping correctly, vaping safely, vaping in a satisfying way that works for them, understanding this whole vaping thing. That's what I love to do. That's my passion. So that's why I spend so much time doing it. It's why I have a YouTube channel. Jeez. All right. Now that I'm in a live Google Hangout, and I assume this feature is disabled. This feature is enabled. YouTube. What does that do? I mean, I don't know if I'm recording this. I don't really know. I don't know how this fucking thing works. Whatever. It's working or it's not working. I'll find out. But tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a build class online, teaching how to rebuild RDAs. That stands for rebuildable drip atomizer. If you've never dripped, if you are vaping, however you vape right now, I moved to dripping because I wanted to be able to change flavors, and I wanted a more satisfying vape for myself, which for me was more intensity and more flavor. The clouds are a byproduct that just happens, but it's fun. And then there's a whole experience with cloud chasing, which is fun. It's not trivial. It's not silly. You know, the high jump, is there any function for that in the Olympics? Not really, but it's an Olympic event. So the luge. Who needs to really know how to go downhill in a sled in a toboggan at like 90 miles an hour? Nobody needs to do that. But the luge is still for some reason, a highly competitive sport and highly watched. And so I'm gonna use that analogy as, why does anybody do anything? What's that one on the ice where they have that big heavy thing that they have to, like, it's like bocce ball, but like with this sliding thing on the ice? That's ridiculous, but people like it and enjoy it, and they like watching it, and there's skill involved. So why not cloud chasing? Why not? And who am I to say and judge? And who are you to say and judge whether that's legitimate or trivial, or, until you tried it, you don't know. It could be fun. So anyway, the whole point is quitting smoking and getting off cigarettes, which you know are going to kill you, and then being able to do it in a way that satisfies you, because vaping to quit smoking should not feel like going cold turkey. It should be an experience like, wow, this is so much more enjoyable. I don't ever really even want another cigarette again. It shouldn't be a hardship. And I found when I started that it was a hardship. It was very difficult because I was cold turkey with a festering turd of a setup. I had an ego style, and it wasn't giving me a satisfying vape. And it took me about 6 weeks to get satisfied in vaping. And that was when I went to dripping. So dripping, it requires you to have all these different rebuildable drip atomizers, and you need to know how to build them. For me, that was the intensity and the volume of vapor that I needed to be satisfied. And that's what it took for me to quit smoking. I never looked back. Now, I wasn't smoking the whole time, those 6 weeks, but it took me a while to figure it out. All right, as soon as somebody gets on here, I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to erase this, and this is just all an experiment right now. So it's kind of like when you watch those cooking channels and people are cooking and focusing on that, and then they're babbling, and the shit that falls out of their mouth is just ridiculous. It's what I'm doing right now. It's just stream of consciousness talking with nobody else around. Absolutely absurd. Strange thing to do. You know, if somebody from 100 years ago were to somehow time travel and wind up here, they would really think us bizarre. No doubt. The amount of bullshit that we can fill our lives with. What did they used to do 100 years ago when they had time on their hands? Go fishing, right? Ride a bicycle. That was like the exhilarating, that was the height of speed. Ride a horse. Yeah. Like kick a rock down the road. That's what you did when you didn't have TV, I guess. Anything. So now we have all these things to distract us. Like a Google Hangout with nobody watching. Awesome. The rig mod. Roughneck. Best mech mod ever. I love it. Yeah. And that's subjective because best mech mod I own. If I owned any others, of that quality could compare. I own other mech mods, but that's the best one I own. It's way harder than anything else. Classy. It's just worth it. All right, we got nobody on here, so. If you didn't see, I just dripped the milkman. Look at that. I'm about not even halfway through. I'm maybe 80 mils through 180 mils of this stuff, and it's been steeping for a month. It's awesome. Let me open a window over here. Get some airflow going. All right, so I wicked. That is a mutation RDA with a 22 gauge 12 wrap. That's called the Adrian Cantu build. My buddy on Banana Man's vape group, Adrian Cantu, just had a baby. And, well, his wife just had a baby. He's over at the hospital. Maybe he gets home today with the baby. And he came up with that build in our group. Anyway, he was like, he didn't invent it. It's a fucking build that you can do. It's no, it's nothing special. This is really, really bizarre. I'm like online, but not. Anyway. Getting these RDAs ready because I'm about to do a juice review. So I want to change a bunch of wicks, clean a bunch of RDAs. This is the equivalent of never eating alone. I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm practicing. What is this Google Hangout stuff about? Figuring out this Google Hangout stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Live. I don't think there's anybody watching. Forgive me if there is. Recent apps. No apps. I don't think there's... It'd be very embarrassing to me if anybody's on here watching this right now. I fucking seriously hope there is not. Ugh. All right, good. So I've got that ready to go at 135 watts. Got that ready to go. I'm also vaping on Subverter Mini. Great tank right there. What else do I have here? Oh, let's go clean up the rest of these RDAs and get them going. What's this one? How often do you guys change your wicks? I do it every couple of days. At the outside, I usually do it more frequently than that. I'm a flavor snob. I tinker around and play around a little bit. But I hate old stale cotton. There's nothing worse. You guys know what I'm talking about. Holy shit, I have a viewer on. Hey man, I apologize. This is an experiment. I'm just getting used to Google Hangout, and I had to do a bunch of like RDA cleaning and rewicking, so this is really a dress rehearsal for tomorrow. I'm doing a Google Hangout. I apologize. It's going to be the most annoying fucking thing right now. But thanks for tuning in. Holy shit, there's a viewer. This is like me sitting here talking to myself, and I apologize. And I hope I can erase this because it's really fucking annoying. So if you're on, feel free to join in. I don't know how to do anything with this, but hopefully by tomorrow I do figure it out. Just tell me even who's watching. No. Sorry. Please don't punch me in the face. Yeah. Anyway, if there's a Q&A, like you can ask questions if you want. I'm just sitting here rewicking some RDAs, dude. I do apologize. I have no clue what I'm doing. Two viewers. Oh, shit. A second person just joined on here. This is really embarrassing. Guys, I'm doing a live hangout just to practice and learn what all this stuff is about. Because I've been on a couple of hangouts, but I never did one my own. And I got to do one tomorrow as a RDA build workshop for a guy from Oklahoma. So I figured today I had a bunch of RDAs that I had to rewick, and I'm about to record a juice review in a couple of minutes. So while I do all this, let me go figure out Google Hangouts, and I apologize because it's the most annoying thing. You're sitting there watching. You thought you were going to tune into something interesting, and it's not. So I do apologize. If there's a Q&A, if you can ask a question, feel free. Go ahead and type a question. I'll answer them. But who else do we have on here? Present to everybody. You are presenting to everyone. I don't even know what I'm doing on here. So I apologize. I wouldn't be offended if you just punched the screen and turned it off. Daryl Quest for Vape over here, experimenting. But while you're on here, we might as well make use of this time. And you guys haven't turned off yet. Jeez, you must be laughing your balls off. Anyway, so this is me. This is what I do. I am self-employed, so I set my own schedule. And I didn't have anything specifically important to do today. So rewicking is going on. Yeah, 2 viewers. Wow. Laughing. What are you guys vaping on? Tell you what I'm vaping on. Some Milkman, one-hit wonder Milkman. Now they have 2 hits. Incredible strawberry custard. No, strawberry and cream. Previously to that, Dolomite was my obsession from Tally Ho. That was my strawberry vape, but now I think that's kind of running neck and neck with Milkman. All right. You guys want to be silent. That's all right. Just don't be mad at me. I did say I'm trying to figure this stuff out, so I think you can links. Original. Enhanced. Ooh, focus. Bright. Spotlight. Warm. Smooth. Original. I'll just stick with original. Live. Invite people. Hide participants. I think I'm on the call at the same time. I really don't understand. Oh well. Q&A. No, that's on. YouTube. Oh, look at this. Jeez. Nope. Don't want to do that. How do I get out of that? Fuck. Damn it. I could see myself down in the little corner there. Go figure. Like really tiny down in the bottom. I'm the only one talking, so. Shit. Hide, no. You are presenting to everyone. Yes, okay. Everyone being two people. Two people who got lured into something they thought was going to be interesting, and it turns out is not. Huh. Cameraman. I don't know what that just did. Well, if anybody is as embarrassed as I feel right now and feels like helping me out and explain this shit in a Google Live Hangout, please feel free. Be rescuing a drowning guy. Anyway. Fogwind RDA. No, this is the Alliance RDA from Fogwind and Vaporgate. Familiar with that one. They got a little annoyed at me. I met them down in Miami, and then I didn't realize that it was two different companies and two different guys that collaborated together. I just figured it was a company and whatever. But this is Vaporgate that makes Donkey Punch and Smurf and all kinds of really good juices that I vape on. I was kind of honored, and that's the RDA. You guys are still here. Wow. So I corrected that video to let them know that now I understand it's Yosh from Vaporgate and Chris from Fogwind. Chris is the guy that invented the Mutation X, the original one, back when that was revolutionary. I wasn't vaping back then, so I don't know, but back then you had Patriot RDAs and little festering turds with no air flow, and even in the last year from when I entered, in the last 8 months, 9 months since I started vaping, there's been so much innovation. It just amazes me. All right. Now I'm ready. There's still 2 viewers. What are you guys doing? Don't you got anything better to do with your day? I promise you, when I figure this Google Hangout stuff out, it'll get more interesting. But for now, this is, you got to be laughing at me. I am laughing at me. So I've got a mutation all ready to go. I've got my Fogwind RDA all ready to go. I've got, what else do I have here? I've got the 360 RDA all ready to go. I've got my rig and roughneck ready to go. Taste some juices. One guy left. Thank you. I apologize. This is not meant to be an interesting thing. This is just me experimenting, and I can't even figure out what I'm doing here to see who's on. So I do apologize. I have no clue what I'm doing. Screen share. No, you don't want to see my screen. But if there is anybody on, make yourself known. Yeah, it's just me. You guys could say hello if you want. All right, anyway. Why did I do this today? Because I got to review some juice. Legend E juice. Met these guys in Miami. Look at this. They gave me the full line. The full line. That's 5. And this is 5. 10 flavors of juice. Jesus Christ. And I've had this since like almost a month ago. No, more. Miami was the end of May, beginning of June. So I've been neglectful. Yeah. Legend-vape.com. What do we got here? Vanilla Thriller, Icicle, Pineapple X, Envy, Manila, Marvel Crunch. Ooh, crunch berries served in milk. Let's go try that. I know I've had Allure. That's good. Allure is creamy blend of hazelnut and butterscotch. It's really yummy. I like that one. There was apple candy with cream, Mystique. That was really good. Code Red tastes spot on, like what is that? Mountain Dew Code Red. It's spot on. I don't like soda. I don't drink soda, but that's what Code Red is. Sweet Rain almond tea blend accentuated with the sweet taste of sugar cane. I'm not big into tea vapes, but I did have that down at the show, and that was really good. My favorites were Allure, Vanilla Thriller. I had another one that was good. Envy, I believe it was. Cinnamon sugar cookies. Yeah, that was really good. And then let me go find this Marvel Crunch. I'm big into Crunch Berry cereal. It's like my favorite flavor profile. Holy shit, there's 3 viewers on here now. Unbelievable. Come on, guys. Somebody say something. I'm just sitting here embarrassing myself. If you just tuned in, the third guy that just tuned in, I've never done a Google Hangout myself before. I've been on a few, but those were people who knew what they were doing, and they were like arranging it. So all I had to do was show up, click a button, and then I was talking. And now here I am conducting one. So please forgive me, and you know, don't punch me in the face. I'm figuring it out. And I'm about to try Marvel Crunch from Legend E-Juice. All right, that's their flavor card. That's their logo. Nice guys. These guys were all childhood friends, not of mine, of each other. They were like known each other since they were like 5 years old, and then they got into vaping, and then they decided to go and start a juice company. So that's pretty cool. If you could do anything in the world that you had a passion for, and it happened to be vaping, you know, who would you want to do that with? Your best friends in life. So I think that's pretty cool. Geez, very, very few of people I know from like before I vaped are actually vapors. And so far, none of them are really into it like I am. I mean, I've gotten some of my friends off of cigarettes with vaping, but they don't go to the extremes that I do. 4 viewers, holy shit. How the hell did I get 4 people to pay attention to me on a Monday afternoon? Sorry, guys, this is going to be the most boring thing ever, but I'm figuring out Google Hangouts. If somebody feels like messaging or Q&A or saying something, please go ahead. And I don't even know if I'm doing this right. But I'm talking about Legend E-Juice. That's fucking good. That flavor is Marvel Crunch. Yeah, you know what? It's not just cereal. It's got a nice berry flavor to it. Very, very light hint of berry, but refreshing enough that it's just not your ordinary cereal. It's not a Fruit Loopy cereal. It's Crunch Berries. Yep. And there's the milk. All right. What else caught my attention? Vanilla Thriller. You guys want to try some Vanilla Thriller? Look at this. Legend E-Juice. They gave me a whole line. I mean, if you were at the Miami show, these guys had a whole full bar and they were pouring shots for anybody that came over and tried their juice. Very cool. I thought that was very generous of them. They didn't have to give me the full line of juice. They could have given me like 1 or 2 flavors to sample and review. But no, they gave me every single one. I'm not going to vape all 10 of these. Some of them, not my cup of tea. Icicle, bubblegum menthol. You know what? That's typically not going to be something I want to vape, but who knows? Bubblegum menthol. You don't see that every day. All right. Anybody on here want to ask a question? Come on, chime in. Oh, I lost somebody. Yeah, I'm rambling. I told you guys it's going to be boring. I apologize. It's painful even. Just doing an experiment on a Monday afternoon. Everybody starts somewhere in life with everything they do. And this is not something that I ever thought I would be doing. So, it's not going to be great. Vanilla Thriller, a combination of select vanilla sources. It's actually not a custard. That's really interesting. It's just very complex, a lot of different vanilla flavors. I can't really describe it any other way than that. It's There you go. That's vanilla. That would even be nice to add to something if you wanted vanilla in something. What do we got here? All right, I'm going to stop this bullshit. I apologize. I know this was not interesting. Thank you for joining in my little experiment here. Please don't hate me for it. I will get better over time. This was actually a trial run because tomorrow I'm doing an RDA build workshop online. I'm going to literally build. I'm going to do this and dive down close and do an RDA build right there on a Google Hangout. And that's going to be at noon tomorrow. So in the meantime, this is Quest for Vape, experimenting with technology on the interwebs. And I'm just, I'm not a pro at it. I apologize. So nobody's commenting, nobody's writing any hate mail over here, so that's good. Just a guy that smoked for 26 years, and vaping is my passion because, you know, without vaping, I'd still be smoking and working my way very furiously towards cancer and tumors and all kinds of bad stuff. So the way I feel about it is this: whatever I know and learn and share with other people, it helps them to understand vaping quicker, maybe spare them some of the pain and hardship that I went through in the beginning, and that's my purpose. And it's not because I'm a narcissist. I'm married with 3 kids. My 3 kids think I'm a superhero. They love their daddy, and that's all the validation in the world I need. I have a wife who loves me. So other than that, I'm not on YouTube because I need validation in life, and I'm not doing it because I need to see myself on camera. I'm just surprised anybody tunes in and pays attention to me. 5 viewers. Thank you very much. I'm going to sign off now, guys. And I appreciate your patience. I promise in the future I'll get better. So let's stop this.